what are your expectation levels for Drake Maye this season? You go in any direction you want. You can go stats, you can go wins, you can go performance. What do you think it's going to be like in 2025 for Drake Maye?
Yeah, so overall, like, I think my expectations are reasonable. People have told me they're not high enough, but it is what it is. I think Drake Maye needs to throw for more than 3,800 yards, preferably
3,800 yards,
preferably closer to 4,200.
Well, 32 is the over/under, I believe. In
he should blow.
He should smash 3,200 if he's healthy.
Agree.
But maybe
totally
that's
agree.
part of the calculus there, right?
Yep.
Okay, but
I think with the rushing yards, he needs to be in the 4,500 range. Passing, rushing needs to be right around 4,500 total yards. Touchdowns wise, you need to get to like 22 plus. So again, over
Combined?
the over under.
Or like
no,
22
passing touchdowns.
Okay,
and I think he needs at least 3 to 5 rushing touchdowns. So 25 total touchdowns if you want to go that way.
Right.
And I would prefer 10 or less interceptions is fine.
I like
double digits is okay,
yes.
But I also want to see what the situations are. Because if he's throwing them in a lot of one-score games, that's when I'm going to get really frustrated. But if they're, down by 21 and he's hucking it down the field trying to get a bunch of yards, and it'll just happen.
Yeah, I think 2-to-1 touchdown interception ratio you can live with in year 2.
100%.
Like you want that to improve a little bit, but if you end up 22 touchdowns, 11 picks, but you got to cut way down on the fumbles. The guy was a bit of a fumble machine last year,
Definitely.
so he's going to cool it with the fumbles. I want him to rush for like 500-600 yards.
Yeah, so you want him to run a lot.
I do. I want designed runs. I want it's got to be smart. You can't just be I'm not saying like lower your shoulder and just nonstop rushing. But we were looking at this a couple weeks back. The best running quarterbacks last year, with the exception of like Kyler Murray, all were in the playoffs.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen.
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Even my guy Bo Nix.
Yeah, he'll
scoot. Oh, Bo Nix will run on
One of
you.
my favorite plays of last year was it was like 3rd and long, and they're like, just Bo Nix, student body left, let's go.
So it's
30 yards.
It's definitely changed. 10, 15 years ago, I think how you build your team and how you would win is different than it is now.
100%.
And just all the quarterbacks are so much more athletic, and it's such a big part of the game. And so those guys absolutely should be running. Drake Maye should be running. I think the team is going to run more. So I think one of the other ones, and you could be like, all right, well, this is obvious. I just want to see him play 17 games because last year getting hurt a couple of times. I think that's like a good step forward because we got so spoiled here watching Brady, not only because he was the greatest ever, but because he never missed games except for one season.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, Drake Maye didn't miss a game.
What are you talking about?
He didn't miss a single game due to injury.
But he got knocked out of a game and didn't return.
Yeah, so he missed half a game against the Jets. That's it.
Yeah.
Like and that's kind of, I was fighting with Ninkovich this morning. I was losing my mind this morning.
Right, you're hollering out.
Yeah, because thank you. I don't get this whole like why people don't think he's going to be able to play a full season thing. Like it doesn't really make sense to me. Like, yes, I understand that as a running quarterback, you need to be smarter with the way in which you treat your body and approach hits and all that stuff. But at the same time, like, it's not like this guy was hurt constantly. The only injury he technically had was a concussion in a game that he probably could have gone back in. But they were treating him with kid gloves because it was only his like 3rd game of the season.
Right.
And that's why in the Chargers game later in the year,
they took him out, right?
He missed a series and then came right back in.
Yeah.
Like, I think people have overblown the Drake Maye is injury prone
thing. I just want to see it. I just want to see it. I want to see him play the full go because that's the other thing that like the best quarterbacks in the league do is they're durable. Like they're not missing.
Josh Allen
time.
doesn't miss football games.
Yeah, right. They're just out there all the time. So that's what I want to see. Want to see him, and then people argue whether or not wins are a quarterback stat. Well, I put it on him. Like I put that there. So like
that's fair.
He needs to have, I would say, a winning record. I think if he has a winning record, I feel pretty good. Like I think based a lot on the schedule. If they had a different schedule, I might view it differently. As of right now, they're expected to be favored in 11 games.
Yeah.
So if you win 9 of those, that's great.
Sure, but I also think at the end of the season, when you look back, like maybe they shouldn't have been favored in that Raiders game to open the season.
Yeah.
Like
you taking the Raiders?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 3.5 or whatever it is.
You taking them on the money line?
I don't know.
All right.
I'll probably take the points. I just think the Raiders are better than a lot of other people, especially locally, just because I think Geno Smith and
what
Pete
if Myers
Carroll
is on the team?
Yeah, they'll probably take the Raiders.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Brock Bowers might have 300 yards in that game alone.
Is going to be a killer.
If there's one thing I noticed, you were at training camp.
I was.
Not to flex for you, but
please do.
to your own
That's
horn.
fine.
Zach Ertz of the Washington Commanders dominated that Patriots defense.
Yeah, he was getting
if
open.
That's what Zach Ertz does to you, tight ends are going to be a problem.
Not a good matchup for them.
Tight ends in general. Tight ends.
Yeah.
But
there's not a lot of good tight ends. That would be my counter to that.
Man, there's a few.
You don't have to worry too often. Yeah, but how many great
Jonnu Smith might have 100 against you in week 3.
I mean, that's possible. Jonnu Smith has been good everywhere.
Dalton Kincaid in week 4.
No. Stop.
You don't like Kincaid?
No.
You're out on Kincaid?
I'm way out on Kincaid.
Okay, fine.
They're not going to.
Cade Otton in week 10.
Stop it. Stop. I'll give you Brock
Kyle
Bowers.
Pitts in week 9.
So Kyle Pitts? You're drafting Kyle Pitts, aren't you, in fantasy? You're a moron.
Can I
tell
you something? Yeah. This is guilty pleasure.
Kyle Pitts is your guilty pleasure.
Kyle Pitts is going to be good this year. My hot take of the year, Kyle Pitts is going to prove all the haters wrong.
No, he's not.
Yep. Michael Penix is good.
Kyle Pitts is.
Michael Penix is good. Drake London and Kyle Pitts are going to be great.
Did you see that?
Does Kyle Pitts have a touchdown in America yet?
Yeah, I think so. He had 4 his rookie year.
No, he had 1 his rookie year. He had 4 last year.
That's right. He had 1,000 yards his rookie year, though, and people are just like, yeah, he stinks. I'm like, no,
he's
his
had 1,000
stinks.
since then.
Well, yeah, because the quarterbacks thrown to him are like Desmond Ritter and Kirk Cousins without an Achilles.
Dude, Kirk Cousins is a nice player.
For a couple weeks.
He's not
it was like the beginning of last season. I want to say it was the first 6 weeks. Kyle Pitts was the number 4 tight end in fantasy, and then Kirk Cousins.
You can have him.
And then Kirk Cousins re-injured himself, and Kyle Pitts went downhill. I'm telling you, Michael Penix is going to unlock Kyle Pitts.
This is going to be the Kyle Pitts breakout season.
Yes, it is.
Speaking of Michael Penix, did you see the fan? He was walking off the field like, "Hey, Michael Penis!" And he stopped. He goes, "What'd you say?" The guy goes, "Michael Penis!" And he goes, "It's Penix." So now he's going to deal with that, and apparently he's a little sensitive to it. Did you see the CBS Atlanta or whatever when they were doing his press conference? It said Michael Penis.
Yes, that was tremendous.
Junior. Michael Penis Junior.
I'm just mad because now we can't use the chance anymore. Last year, waiting for him to get in games, put the Penix in. I was just ready for Penix to get in the game.
Dude, you got to give it up on Kyle Pitts though.
No way, I'll never. I can't
That's
quit.
the problem. That's the problem.
I can't quit Kyle Pitts.
Well, this is the issue. People like you who really follow the college football and the draft, and I'm guilty of this as well. You fall in love with players, and then you can't give it up until they're out of the league. And then the other thing is true too. You're like, this guy's not good, and he's awesome. You're like, I still think he's very good.
I think there's a couple guys I've kind of given up on, even though I've been huge on them in the past. Justin Fields and Anthony Richardson would be the top of that list.
Good.
I have kind of given up.
Good Lord. Richardson's bad.
Depressing. Kyle Pitts, though, I will not quit.
Do you still have your list of your guys? Remember you made a list of Sean's guys?
I might still have that in my phone.
200 names.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar.
He gets really attached to people. I remember. Do you remember the Tanasson stance?
Yes, of course. Ryan Tannehill was a Shimes guy.
Is there a quarterback in the league right now besides Drake Maye? And you can't. Lamar doesn't count. Really good quarterbacks don't count. Is there somebody kind of under the radar that you would consider your guy? Or have you gotten burned too many times, maybe, with Fields and Richardson?
No, it's just that I haven't fallen in love with a guy the way some of these other guys. I kind of like JJ McCarthy.
No.
I don't. He's not a Shimes guy. He doesn't qualify.
Good. Get him out of there.
But, I mean, because Matthew Stafford doesn't count as a Shimes guy, right? He's played too long. He's been too good at times.
Stafford can't be a Shimes guy. No. Okay. I actually think he's overrated.
See, I disagree on this.
Jones likes him too. But he's ranked?
I would put him 6th in the league.
Okay, because that's what a lot of
5 or 6, 7 or 8.
Yeah, I am 11 or 12.
Yeah,
I think I'm lower.
It's the normal 4. Jalen Hurts, Matthew Stafford is probably the top 6, and then Justin Herbert would be 7.
You don't like Daniels over Stafford? You don't like Baker Mayfield over Stafford?
Baker would be number 10 for me. He rounds out my top 10.
Low. Way too low.
Daniels is 9. Stroud is 8.
Oh, see, I think after last year, I'd put Stroud below both those guys. But Stroud's
I get that,
good,
but I understand he had a down year stats-wise last year. He still won a playoff game back-to-back years. People forget that. Yeah.
No.
And so it's just I think Stroud is going to have a much better year this year.
Cut down day is today, 4 o'clock. The Patriots will be down to 53, as will every other team in the NFL. This was updated earlier today. I think Mark Daniels, friend of the Greg Hill Show.
Yeah, definitely.
And Courtney Cox specifically had a update. Andy Borregales has won the kicking competition.
Ooh.
Parker Romo, who blasted a 57-yarder, has been cut.
Damn.
Sort of a bad job, I would say. You draft one guy in the 6th round, he probably should make the team.
He's absolutely got a job. Yeah. Another Shime guy, by the way, Tony Romo.
Tony Romo?
Yeah, was a Shimes guy.
Parker Romo.
No, not Parker. Tony.
No, okay. From years ago, Tony Romo was.
Oh, yeah.
What about Andy Borealis? Here's something nobody's talking about, and here's an early prediction. They're going to lose the game this year because of the kicker.
Keith, I
take it to the bank.
I will raise one and say
100%.
they will lose 2 games.
Two
because
games?
of the kicker.
You can't outdo me on that.
Yeah.
There's going to be a game where either there's like fourth quarter, down by 3 or something wide right, or there's going to be like
tie game.
Even a tie game, or there's going to be like a mixed extra point.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
this team can't find a kicker all of a sudden.
Unfortunately,
they can't find offensive linemen and they can't find kickers.
Who is the guy? No, remember they went through after
They got rid of
Gostkowski.
Nick Folk like a bunch of
Folk
idiots.
was good.
Nails.
Big
Anything
Nick
inside
Folk,
of 40, he didn't miss.
Big kick, Nick.
Yeah.
He had a lot of them.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he couldn't kick.
Except that 55-yarder in the rain against Tom Brady.
No, you're not
going
going to. Yeah, but you're asking too much.
Yeah, of
Get
course.
closer.
Yeah.
Get closer. Pick up 5 more yards.
Yeah, how about
He's
that,
in
Mac Jones? Get closer.
Yeah, it's a Mac Jones. Is Mac Jones going to make the team?
I'll say yeah. I mean, he's going to be the backup.
He probably does.
It's fine.